So I just read this thing that stated that tattoos and piercings do not affect someone's work ethic. Let me say that again. Tattoos and piercings do not affect someone's work ethic. So, with that being said, some of you are rolling your eyes. Some of you are thinking, what's the point of this? I'll tell you what the point of this is. When I got my first piercing, I was 16 years old, working in a grocery store, where I ran a needle through my ear into a block of ice that sat behind it. I went to work the next day, and I had to put a Band-Aid over it so they could not see the stud that was in my ear. The Band-Aid was more obvious than the stud had been. Mind you, this was nearly 30 years ago. My hair wasn't allowed to touch the collar of my shirt, working for a grocery store, carrying out groceries. Today we live in a society where tattoos and piercings are a lot more relevant, prevalent. I sit there and show mine off every time I get a chance. I didn't get my first tattoo until I was over 30 years old. I think I was actually 30. I have gradually added on. I'm at 14, want to work on my 15th. I've got a great artist up here that I trust, and I've looked at him and said, this is my idea, you run with it and let me see it when you're done. That's how much I trust my artist. If someone were to go to Michelangelo or Da Vinci or any of the other greats that were out there over the years and say, cover that up, you can't be looking at that, it would be an abomination for them to say that. Because who wouldn't want to see the Sistine Chapel? Which I guess that's kind of too soon, sorry. But who wouldn't have wanted to see the Sistine Chapel? Who wouldn't have wanted to see Mona Lisa? Or David? Or any of these other wonderful pieces? And yet we're going to criticize someone who has sat there for hours. I know I've got probably at least 30 hours of time on my body right now. I have paid for someone's time to take that vision, turn it into art, and put it on me. I have done 10 or 12 of my own piercings, and then went and had someone else do them when I had to pull them out because of jobs and they closed up. If someone has the patience to sit there for hours and have thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of needle sticks in order to put their vision on them permanently, shouldn't that show you that as an employee, they're going to be driven, they're going to have vision, they're going to have the patience to deal with shitty ass customers, that they're going to have take the knowledge and grow with it. Mind you, I realize this piece of paper that some people come from out of college makes them look good on paper, but by sitting there and taking someone without tattoos or piercings over someone with tattoos and piercings because of a piece of paper, if they both have the same qualifications and you're willing to say, no, we're not going to take you because I can see that symbol on your arm, I can see that flower on your finger. If I were running a company, I would want the person with the art on them, the uniqueness, the vision, the patience to have that piece of art installed on them over the person who felt entitled. Now, I'm not saying everybody's entitled. Don't get me wrong. Don't hit me in the notes or anything like that. But to say because somebody has a piece of art on them that they're not worthy of working for your company is pretty shitty. Uniqueness, vision, and patience are all things that tattoos stand for. I realize a lot of people out there don't associate those things with it because some people, especially the older generations, those tattoos were for sailors, they were for bikers and gangsters and the scary guys. Most of the people that I know that have tattoos are patient, are kind, are a little bit of an asshole sometimes. But when all is said and done, they are the hardest working people that I know out there. So just remember that just because someone has tattoos